Thanks, Mike. Uncle Mike said I could give a little rant. And so basically I'm 59 years old, and I decided even when I was a teenager that I didn't really get into this idea of work. I don't think we should be exactly working. I think we just want the stuff, you know? Like, is this what you would build if you wanted to dedicate your life to something? Would you build all these buildings? So I don't think so. So my concerns at this age are much different than Mike's, because I don't really care if they bring the billions home, and I don't care if I don't have any money, just as long as I get some potatoes and things like this. But what anybody like me who's been a bum for as long as I have ought to have a brief. You know, they ought to have a statement of, they figured out what they care about. Since I just do whatever the hell I want, I don't work. I just float. You know, and in 2003 when the war happened, that really crystallized something for me that I really didn't. It was the work ethic is actually unethical. It's not ethical to work. What we have to do is withdraw our time and our labor from the economy until they get the war out of the economy, because the war is so deeply woven into the economy. Now, here's what I think about war and why war is a big deal for me. And you know, compared with economic injustice, social injustice, environmental collapse, all the terrible things that are happening, somehow I'm not really that moral of a person that I can care about all those things. But I really hate bullies. I hate people who are mean, you know, and just go around hurting people for no reason. And so I can't say that I'm against war because of morality or because of something that's special about me. I'm especially compassionate. I just don't like the military complex, the military. The United States has waged many wars since World War II. None of these wars have been self-defense. The United States killed a couple of million innocent people in Vietnam, never attacked America. None of them. None of the millions of people that the U.S. bombed in Korea ever attacked America. Not one Korean ever attacked America. So why did we fight these wars? It wasn't about self-defense. It was a project about global business networks or something of this nature. It was about money and resources. And then it happens again in Iraq. I thought this was over, you know. I thought this was a thing in the past. Now I think they're actually building the next war as we speak. They're wanting to build another war, you know, to get the economy cranking again. So I think the thing to do is try to dissuade the population from supporting the wars. And that's really hard because the institutions of mass culture, the people who occupy the media, the pulpit in the church, and the teachers in the high schools, they control the cultural beliefs, not us. They repeat endlessly. It's really hard to make people support the end of the war if they believe that they're under attack by terrorists. So my last thing that I want to ask you for, here's my ask at the end. Please understand, we're not under attack, okay? Car bombings and suicide bombers are really rare. Have you ever seen one in the papers for the last 5 years anywhere in the United States? We're not under attack by terrorists. We're certainly not under attack by any foreign country. We have 7,000 nuclear weapons. I mean, it's impossible. We're never going to be attacked by any foreign countries. If there's any country on earth that's safe, it's here, at least from other countries attacking us. Nobody, and by the way, the elites don't want to have a war, so there's not going to be any war. They can turn it on, and they can turn it off. And when the nuclear weapons came over the horizon in the 1940s, they said, man, I don't think we want to have any more wars, because then the nukes might land on my place. There's no safe places for them anymore. There's not going to be any regular wars. There's just going to be all these sadistic massacres to steal people's land and their oil and destroy their cultures. So get out there and tell everybody, we're not under attack. The military is selling you a line of bullshit, and the military needs to be downsized by at least down to about a quarter of the size it is now. Thanks for your patience. Oh, you're gonna do